you don't really understand it by reading or talking about it. You need to try to do, and you're gonna fail, and you're gonna feel like, yeah, it's not good enough. It's too much work. I'm gonna give up. You have to commit to doing, regardless of the difficulties, and then you can see it. I saw these discussions kind of the other day on social media about how there's a paradox that the more AI makes has this claim, general claim, that is going to make things easier and quicker to do. But the more control you want, the more work you have to put into that as well, to the point that at the limit, the work with full control through AI takes the same amount of work that work would take without AI, unless you start to think about it differently. So I'm going to look at this for these things that I need less control, and I can do it fast. Or I will use AI for this, and it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm okay with that because I want to learn from it. Or I want to do these things, but I'm going to invest on a proper workflow for me, for my process, that we can really think about these details. So it will take longer to start, but then it'll be high control and high quality all at the same time. So I think but that's something that I've learned by doing. If you're just there waiting for things to be sold for you, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna be the ones on the group of the second wave that is gonna be waiting to, you're gonna see the results that the first wave comes. I like to be in first waves.
I like to be first waves too. A lot of my friends were like, "You guys were in AI before ChatGPT existed," and many people didn't know that AI existed before ChatGPT did. Which, spoiler alert for those in the call, it's been around for the better part of almost a century now. So it's not a new concept. It's just something that's now starting to work after almost a century of work on it. So a question that I think would be a little bit more fun in nature, to kind of tease some of how you guys are thinking about these projects, is from the early days, I thought that generative AI was a way to breathe new life into existing content, rapidly tell stories in new ways. I had this like wild idea of how do we make the New Yorker magazine archives into a time capsule that's then accessible by Gen AI, which I hope you guys somehow figure out a way to make that project come to life.